Welcome to the Stream Champs show. This is your host, Tony.
And the master barber, Mr. T, a.k.a. Poppa Parlay. Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. This is episode 17 for us. We vets in the game, baby. We vets in the game. We back. We back.
No doubt.
Like we were just saying, last episode we had Mike. We didn't have him on, but we were talking about Mike Tyson, and Parlay had a man's man. He had a poem/rap for us, and it was really it was good though. It was good.
Yeah. I done got a few emails from some executives, but you know I'm a barber, so I ain't really got a lot of time for the studio. But I was spitting a little bit, and I was just giving well-deserved props to a hard-working brother that earned it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was good though. I mean, a man's man. I can't remember all the lyrics, but for everybody who listened to us, for all our listeners, y'all heard that, and we posted a quick snippet.
I have to go back and listen to that episode because you know.
Yeah, run it back.
You know, I have to because you know we do these episodes and we talk all the time, so. You know, I do go back and listen to the episodes, but I don't run right back and just like I want to hear how we, you know. But I haven't listened to that episode yet. I've been busy, and I had to because I didn't write that down. I might have to go back and hear that, so when I get in the studio, I can have it right.
For sure, you gotta have that Biggie mentality, that you know what I'm saying. Off the dome. You ain't even have to write that. You ain't gotta write it down anymore.
Hey, I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man.
Yes, sir. that's a for everybody who living under the rock. That's a Jay-Z line for you right there. That's a Jay-Z famous line for y'all. We know that, but y'all gonna get up on that. Yes, sir. So we ain't gonna hold y'all. This episode 17 for us at the Stream Champs show. We're going to spend a lot going on in the NFL. Schedule got released last week. It's some good games starting out. Yeah. So y'all see Parlay, you see Dallas in the background, you see the Cowboys. Okay, y'all already know I'm a Skins fan. So I got to touch on this. Well, Washington football team fan, to be correct. So I'm going to touch on this real quick. This is not even part of our thing. But Ryan Kerrigan signed with the Eagles today.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I'm like, he's straight up just like, okay, it's a business. It's a business.
I think he got some local ties to the area that he ain't really trying to go too far from.
You think so?
From what I talked to my football people and from what I heard, that he could get more playing time going with some other teams, but the role that the Eagles going to have for him, he's going to have limited snaps, whereas he could have played more downs on other teams. So I don't know. It could be a get back to the team, but at this point, at this stage in his career, a guy his caliber, his character, he's not thinking like that. I think it's didn't want to move so far because of family. Who knows? You never know. It's a lot of things beyond football when it comes to some of these guys' movement.
No, for sure. That's facts. I didn't think about that. I just looked at NFC East rival. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
You football fan, you taking it to the heart. I understand. He's gonna come back and sack your quarterback a few times next year.
He might. It depends on if Heineke's starting, we don't know. But I can't be mad at the man. You know, like you said, he got to take care of his family. I know he got plenty of money anyway, but he want to start. He's one of them guys. He wants to have more playing time. I'm gonna say, even if he don't start, and he really didn't have the opportunity with us. But Chase Young, the line we have. So I mean,
it's a young man. It's a young man's league. You know, look at J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt moved around. So, if you're going to stay in this league, you got to be ready to move at some point.
For sure. No doubt.
How good you are.
No doubt. I'm with you on that. So I'm like, hey, I will say good luck to you. Good luck to his family and stuff, and good health. But I'm not gonna say good luck on the field because I want stay healthy, But I don't want you twice a year getting 2 or 3 sacks. You know what I'm saying?
That's business also. I understand.
Yes, sir. So I just had to throw that in real quick, but it's all good. That's all good. So as everybody know, the NFL schedule was released this past week. That's big news with the fans coming back, full packed stadiums, tickets on sale right now. It feels good. Vaccinations, definitely. Everybody getting vaccinated. Parlay got his. I'm about to get mine. We're gonna run a podcast for that about our take on vaccines and stuff. That's we're gonna be on another level with that. I don't know if y'all ready for that.
Yeah, man. We're gonna take you in deep waters on that. I hope you can swim because we're gonna take you in deep waters, but we'll wait on that one.
Well, shoot, I can't swim, so I might stay behind. You got me?
We got you, man. We put that life vest on you.
Shoot.
And give you a beacon. You'll be all right.
Beacon. That's what's up. A beacon. Hey, I'm ready to roll. Let's get it. But
that's all good.
Yes, sir. So the games got released, which is good. There's a lot of good games early on. So like I said, we were starting it off before I threw Ryan Kerrigan in. We got Parlay with the Cowboys in the back. Week 1. This is we're going to touch on some games to watch, highlight some exciting games. So we're going to start off with yes, sir. Dallas Cowboys at Tampa Bay at the Super Bowl champions. Week 1. I'm gonna let you take this one. Let's give you a take.
First of all, I want to thank the football, the schedule makers. The schedule makers. They really they playing for the fans. You know what I mean? You can see how the schedule's turning out with even on the back end of the season where the teams the divisional games, you playing all divisional games. What I like about this season, because you had some player movement and some different things take place, whereas those teams and those players are playing their former team. It's a really cool way, the way the season is, the schedule looks out. However, as a Cowboy fan, this is the best time to play Tampa Bay. You catch them the first game, still got a little bit of champagne in this system.
Yes, sir.
I mean, with all due respect to Tom and all that, you know what I mean? You catch them guys early in the season and, you can really gain some confidence going into the second week. So, of course, Tampa is a great team, but offensively, I'm not worried about anybody as far as what Dallas is bringing out offensively, and defensively, we're going to be so much better. Of course, we were so bad last year, so that's a given. But we got a new scheme and players that's going to fit the scheme that you're trying to run. You know what I mean? I'm not going to have a strong safety that's more run support, dropping in zones and chasing crossing routes.
For sure.
It's just scheme and having the right players for what you're trying to do. I mean, Poppa Parlay play a lot of Madden. So I know him.
Let me hit this. And he's good at Madden too. Don't get it twisted. We father and son. I'm bounce real quick. He used to let me beat him on the game on the Madden, and then I had to. I used to create a team for all our Madden players. You know what I'm talking about. We had the memory cards. I used to create a team early on. Everybody 99 speed, 99 strength, 6'8", 300. But, long story short, he's a beast in the Madden. So we're going to get his gamer tag at the end of this session, but I'm going to let him finish right here.
But in reference to the Madden, because out there sweating playing football and playing a video game is 2 worlds apart. However, the concepts of the zones and where they expect people to be now you're gonna react as far as football, but I'm just saying as far as zone concept.
Yeah.
And having personnel in the position for those particular zones. So it's just different things that'll help a team. But Dallas will be okay. I'm not. That's gonna be a good game. I expect, even though Dallas defense will be a little better, but I expect to be quite a few points scored that week. That first
you know
week.
it. Yes, sir. I mean, you know your team.
I'm looking at like 31-27 Dallas. You know, 31-27 Dallas, 30-27 Dallas, late field goal or something.
And I'm not mad at you. Honestly, you know, we are same division. We are rivals as far as football team. But if I'm a Doc fan, you know, I love the brother. Before he got hurt, which I was putting up 30 points, he was leading the league by a long shot in yards, everything. I mean, y'all was putting up, like you said, mad numbers. So long as he come back healthy and y'all line come back healthy, you guys signed, what's his name? Micah Parsons from Penn State. He's a beast. You still got Vander Esch at middle inside linebacker. Jalen Smith. You got some horses. What's the guy on the line y'all got all pro?
Brain freeze. I can't.
Brain freeze here too. This is how you know.
I know you're talking about.
We keep it real. You know, brain freeze over here too.
Marcus Lawrence.
There you go, DeMarcus Lawrence. So you got DeMarcus Lawrence. It's just scheme wise.
Gregory on the other side. If he can, stay on the field and not get suspended.
Yes, sir. So that's big.
It's a lot of ifs. But we're gonna be okay.
Antoine Woods. You know, I know.
No, it's about staying healthy.
Yes, sir. Yeah. You guys can stay healthy. You guys should be in the thick of things. Your defensive tackle, Antoine Woods. You know, I know the ops a little bit. I know the ops. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all rival, but I know what y'all got. Y'all got some horses. But if the secondary, if you can't get a Tom Brady, I'm talking it's gonna be about 45-30 Tampa.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep it real. If you get to Tom, if you get him off his mark, make a move, I'm with you. I think Dallas will take it. So I'm with you with that.
I think we're gonna do something this week, that first week that we won't do too much, but we're gonna come with some heavy blitz packages. It's basically gonna make them have to get rid of the ball. So if you beat us on something deep or crossing, we just take it. But we're not gonna have you back to patting and waiting. We come with a lot of zone blitzes and some blitz packages.
For sure. You know, Tebow's gonna come with it too. You know what he did to Mahomes.
Oh, well,
and you know they're gonna blitz because they're gonna test his ankle.
It's a whole different ball game with us in Kansas City because we willing to run the ball. Kansas City wasn't. They so caught up in the fast pace, which that's what they were successful at. But if they try to run the ball, ran a little more screen passes, bubble screen, that would have slow them guys down a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. You got Zeke, you got some horses on the offensive side. I'm just looking at how that game went. They threw a lot of exotic defensive blitzes at Mahomes. And got him off his mark.
Bowles is no. I mean, I believe that before the Super Bowl, but he's one of the top 3 defensive coaches in the league.
For sure.
I like the guy Leslie Frazier. He's a beast.
Yeah.
And there's one more guy. It just slipped my mind, but it's a few of them out there that's good. No disrespect to but it's just a few of those guys that's been doing it and done it for different teams. You know what I mean? And but yeah. So it's no surprise that he did what he did.
No doubt. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hyped. I mean, this is not even my team, but it's the NFL. I didn't realize how much watching from afar on TV, how much you miss just fans being at the stadium.
Oh,
you know, it's just gonna be a it's just gonna be a different feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People screaming. They already back at a lot of this UFC. This past UFC had like 20,000, 17 to 20,000 people in there. It was packed.
Really?
Yeah, they. I guess you had to be vaccinated and everything, and whatever that protocol is. But I mean, and down here in Alabama, that spring game, last month they had like 30,000 people. That was the most ever for since COVID been going on.
Right. Yeah.
So so it's we back. Just gotta be safe about it. So while we talking about the NFL schedule, we're gonna kick it. We're gonna stay with Tampa Bay. We're not Tampa Bay fans at all, but we're gonna kick it off with New England. Tom Brady returning to Foxborough Week 4. Bill Belichick, the chess master, the grandmaster, whatever they want to call it, and TB12. This gonna be a heck of a matchup.
It's definitely gonna be the ultimate chess match.
Bill had a heck of a draft. Cam Newton, he had COVID last season, so I'm gonna give him a break. I'm a Cam fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting them guys to come back heavy and ready.
Yeah, they're gonna definitely play better. They're gonna get a good bulk of their core back to the team. A lot of those guys did, like you say, stepped away last year because of the COVID situation. It's going to be a interesting game. I expect it to be a close game. I don't think Tampa Bay is going to blow them out.
Right.
Bill is definitely the disrespected man. They're going to be a lot better on defense. Getting people back, and they brought in quite a few free agents. That's it was quite a few good free agents. This was a good time if you needed free agents, and the New England had the money to spend, and they went and got quite a few guys. This is getting those guys acclimated to your system.
Exactly.
But, New England is going to be a pretty good team, but I'm gonna make a comment like I did earlier about the schedule makers. This is how the schedule makers playing to the fans. Tom Brady, he'll break Drew Brees' all-time passing record this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know the exact numbers, but he should break it by the 4th or 5th game, no later.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If he average about 300 yards a game, he'll get it the 4th game. If he get a few more yards one of them games, but he'll get it. And they schedule him to play New England the 4th game. So it's going to be an odd scenario if he breaks the record in New England, because they're going to stop the game, give him the ball, and and that'll be rubbing it in the face of
they're gonna do that.
But that's what they'll do, because NFL do it. They'll do that. They did it for Brees.
They did it for Brees. Matter of fact, they did something for Brees a couple of years ago. Beat the Skins on Monday Night Football. I don't know if he broke a record or it was something, but they stopped the game. Yeah, they stopped the game. I'm mad. They blew us out. I'm like, it was they was partying. I was mad, but they that's you're right. They do that. They will stop the game. That's gonna be crazy.
It's just an odd way that the schedule makers have them playing then. That wasn't by coincidence.
Nah, definitely
it's no guarantee he's going to break the record in New England that night, but it's a very good chance. So we'll see how that play out.
For sure. Yeah, no doubt. Like you said, the schedule makers, they knew they was doing with that. Week 4, they was like, Tom gonna get 300 yards with the weapons he have. And a little nugget for our listeners. They returning all 22 starters. This is the first time a Super Bowl winning team has ever returned on both sides of the ball, every starter. So that's showing something right there. Guys took pay cuts, and in football, your money ain't guaranteed unless they say, okay, this is guaranteed right here. So it's just like, okay, AB came back, the defense came back. That's big. It's really the defense. Gronk, he came back, but the defense, them boys, I mean, they got some horses, and you're talking about everybody returning, same coaches. It's just like, okay, the party ended, like you said, and then the party starting again. When everybody back at the party. We got the same food, we got the same drinks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just how it is. But
back to work, man. And that's
back to work.
That's a real cool those guys, we see them with the helmets on in the on the field, but those guys have that out of the uniform when they have their individual team meetings, linebackers, defensive backs, total defense, coaches addressing, and it's a bonding experience, and a brotherhood that once y'all accomplish something, it goes beyond the field. It goes into the study room when you're looking at film, and how you you taking care of your body. You know what I mean? You eating right. You eating right, man. Hey, look, nah, man, don't be running over there eating too much of those nachos, man. So
you already know.
It's really cool when you got a veteran team. It's a lot of veterans on this team, so they know what to do. So we'll see. It's a long season. You just want everybody to stay healthy, but they'll be dangerous.
Oh yeah. What's your take? What's your parlay prediction? Let's give it to him. What you looking like?
As far as this one game?
Yeah, this one game.
Oh, I got Dallas winning 31-27, 30.
No, I know you had Dallas winning the Bucks Patriots game. What you got? Week 4.
Oh, my bad. I
know you ride with your boys.
Yeah, I mean,
all in the videos. You know what I'm saying? I know you ride on the East Coast. I know you riding with Dallas.
You know what I mean? But that particular game, Tampa Bay will win a game, but it's gonna be a closer game than people realize, though.
Yeah,
Tampa gonna win that game. Yeah,
I'm with you with that. I think Tampa.
If I had to say a score, 27-17.
27. I like that.
That's not a blowout, but it'll be,
that Patriots defense. They got to be ready. That Patriots defense. I like that score, 27-17. I'm gonna say 30. I ain't trying to be.
New England gonna try to run the ball. New England gonna try to slow the game down.
Yeah.
And
if they can't run the ball, Cam gonna throw 3 interceptions. You know what I mean? They go, like you said, they're gonna have to run the ball, because if not, 35. I'm gonna say 35-17, might be 35-10. If they can't run the ball, they gotta run the ball. Like you said, if they run the ball, it'll be close.
Yeah.
But with that defense, shoot. Hey, we'll see.
He's definitely game plan for it now, even though it's week 4. I guarantee you, he's putting the game plan in that for that right now.
For sure. So, yes, sir.
Bill will be ready.
Oh yeah, yes, sir.
He's gonna come with some corner blitzes.
Exotic. You talking about Bowles, or who you talking about? Bill?
No, I'm talking about Bill.
Oh yeah, he know Tom. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. He know his limitations. He know what he can and can't do.
He like to get rid of it real quick, so I'm gonna give you a lot of zone blitzes. Well, I'm gonna drop a defensive tackle or defensive end in a lot of my coverages. When you try to hit them quick little crosses, just to throw the rhythm off. It's just little things you mix in. It's no guarantee, but you gotta, it's like a pitcher in baseball. I can't keep throwing you fastballs. If I got 3 pitches, I'm unstoppable as a pitcher. I got a fastball, a curveball, and a slider. So I got
that slider is a mother.
I need that slider I need that slider to get that sack on Brady. So you got to throw a few different coverages to him, and let your players play. It ain't gonna guarantee nothing, but you keep coming with them like every third down. You keep running the cover 3, man. You think that dude is like a scientist? He gonna be like, beep, beep, beep. Okay, on third down, I'm dropping back and I'm already looking for this slot up the seam. Boop.
Yeah, he competing that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
And he we talking about Brady, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he one of the best at that. That's. I mean, because athletic ability is not, that's not there. He's not running from anybody. It's the mental game, and I'm glad you touched on that because that's what makes him the GOAT for our quarterbacks. It's the mental game.
The goats make people around him better. You know what I mean? The goats are good. The goats are good, but the goats are the ones that make people around them better and bring their play up in the biggest moment.
No doubt. As soon as he came to the Bucks, you win the Super Bowl. So it's just like, okay, that what you just said, it resonates even more so because it's just like, okay, if they had kept Jameis Winston, I don't even think they're 9-7 team last year.
Right?
So I'm with you with that. Tampa Bay takes that game. We running down our gauntlet, y'all. How we say our gauntlet, baby. I'm about to spit a line. Parlay got me hyped about to spit. Nah, I ain't gonna spit. So we got I ain't ready for that. We got as y'all can see, Tim Tebow signing with Jacksonville.
Oh my man.
Tim Tebow. How you do? What was it? He was T-bowing. He went
down on one knee. He went down on one knee.
It was like
he went down. I hate to say it, but he did the one. Yeah, he did the. No, he didn't go to one knee. He just kind of.
He did the. Knee? It was for God. Yeah, he wasn't in one knee. It was like bam. That was big. But Tebow signed up with Jacksonville. We've been watching the first take, the get ups, everybody. Talking about
everybody got an opinion. Everybody got an opinion.
Yes. And I'm just like, let the man live.
What's your take on that signing? Before I chop it up, what's your take on that signing?
I heard the naysayers talking about it's a distraction. He brings a circus to camp. But at the end of the day, I feel like he's a heck of a person first. A man of God. He's gonna change your locker room. He's an athlete. He's a heck of an athlete. He just played baseball for the last 3 years. People don't even know he's in the minor leagues. I think he can make the transition to tight end. Is he gonna be like a grunt or
like an H-back?
Yeah, he'd be an H-back. Reliable. He could do some what you call it? Wildcat. He could do some wildcat. I think it's a good. I mean, it's a good signing. I think.
Right.
He's familiar with Urban Meyer. This is what I will say. He can't tell Trevor Lawrence anything about how to quarterback. Okay.
Oh, that's a given.
That's a given. So don't come in talking about this is how you 3, 4, 5 step, 6 step drop. You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing none of that because you're not. You're not.
You won't even be.
Come back like that. Yeah, don't even be in the room. But when it comes to life, he can help the brother out. He can help Trevor Lawrence as far as when it comes to life. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely. I like a lot of people got a lot of takes on that. He's taking up a roster spot from somebody else that could possibly get it, and
that's the only part. If I can say, Colin Kaepernick, but that's quarterback position. But I don't agree with. Okay, it is other guys who tight end position who've been doing this since they was in middle school. So, but when I look at the Colin Kaepernick situation, I'm like, Tim Tebow ain't played since 2012.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I love this man though. I love what Tim Tebow stand for. So I'm on his side. But it's just like
I mean, I look at it like this. This is how it goes.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day, I said this a few podcasts back.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about relationships. And of course, Tebow been out the league. It's no guarantee he's gonna get a spot, but it's a business. Jacksonville, who probably was very at the bottom of the league revenue and popularity, he'll bring in marketing. He'll bring the Tebow jerseys already selling. They selling off the rack.
Yeah.
And of course, yeah, that's a spot that a H-back or somebody else that would have a minor role, but that person wouldn't bring nowhere to the team value that Tebow bringing. So if I'm giving up a roster spot to this other person, yeah, that's just a roster spot. I get it, but that person can't bring the value to a locker room, and it's almost like an old school. He remind me of like a Joe Gibbs type of H-back. Good for the locker room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not gonna run the ball for 60 yards for a touchdown or catch the one-handed catch, but he's good for the team. He gonna scrap and give you some special teams or short yardage, and he a good locker room dude. And you gotta have that. You can't have all these demons that's pressed for their social media, TikTok, this and that. You need to have your locker room grounded. It's like if you was building an army, or just think about a chessboard. You just can't have all pawns or all rooks. You gotta have a little bit of bishops, some knights. You gotta have some pieces.
Your pawns gonna be in the front. Your pawns gonna be in the front. Those are role players. You know what I'm saying? I'm following you.
I'm just saying you just can't have you gotta diversify your portfolio. So what I'm trying to say is, I like what he's doing by bringing in some guys that he's familiar with, that he knows he can trust, and help get these other youngsters to understand. Hey man, we're trying to build something here. So don't be running down to the beach, to the skin fest, or keep your head on the field.
Yes, sir.
It's a great, and I think the dude can play a role. Everybody hating on him, but the dude is still strong as an ox, and short yardage, he can get it done. Wildcat, which is still giving teams problems in certain situations. Short yardage.
Yes, sir.
You mix that in here or there, have him do some blocking. Yeah, he'll learn how to catch something a little bit. I ain't sending him deep, but I'll have him when I need him. And if he ain't on the field, he because what's going to end up happening is he's going to end up in being on that coaching staff indirectly. It's going to end up.
I heard that too.
It'll be probably next year. Probably next year. But and Irvin, he know he's going to be there for a while. I'm gonna be here, so I'm planting seeds now for long-term success.
And how you say off air when we talk, plant them seeds for sure.
I'm trying to tell you, what I mean. You gotta plan your work and work your plan. So Urban, do what you're doing. He's not gonna be there for so many years, but he can get it started and then go up and put the polo shirt on and then help coach.
Yeah.
And that's how it works. You know what I mean? He can be a tight end coach. He can be a tight end coach or special teams coach or whatever, and still help do the team prayer and all that other stuff.
Yeah, he's a heck of a guy. Like you want that type of guy. I love what you just pointed out. Like, I couldn't say it any better. You gotta have guys you gotta build your locker room. Our sports fans, y'all know, for our listeners who don't know too much about sports, but get in it. You got any sport, definitely football, because you have 52. I don't know what they expanded the roster to. I'm not gonna get all technical, but 52 men. You have to have those type of individuals in your locker room.
Right.
52, 54. You got to have those individuals who gonna be the glue. You can't have rebels everywhere. Jamaican. You know, some of the signings, it don't make sense to me. I got to see what they're gonna do. I know Trevor Lawrence gonna be a beast. But I just got to see the offensive weapons. I got to see more offensive firepower. You know, because a lot of defensive guys are gone. Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, you know, they got to rebuild that defense.
Jalen Ramsey, Calais Campbell, some of the staples on it, you know, they gone. So it's almost like a rebuild. But you got a quarterback in place. We're pretty sure he's gonna be a beast. But we'll see.
Two good running backs. Robinson was a beast last year.
Robinson was a beast. But
they had a decent receiver. They had a few minor pieces because
Allen Robinson, Allen Hurns and Robinson.
What's
Robinson,
that kid?
The Bears.
What's that kid? The quarterback that had a few good games and everybody was kind of jogging him on him. Got the wild looking hair.
Minshaw.
Yeah, Minshaw was moving the chains.
Yeah, Minshaw.
I'm trying to tell you, Trevor. This is why I like, because the coach, that division is the coach is because of their defense. The coaches got that division, right? You know, because of their defense. But that division is wide open. And I mean, Tennessee is still a good team, but you know, Tennessee, you don't know what you're gonna get, you know. So I think Jacksonville will win maybe 6 games this year. And next year they'll win 8 to 10 games next year. I'll give them 6 this year.
Yeah, 5-12 this year. But Tennessee's a beast. Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill. Their defense is nice. Their defense is nice. Tennessee.
Okay. Their defense comes to play. They've made the playoffs and made some. But from week to week, their defense, you'll see.
But you gotta see, they feed off of if Henry running the ball 24, 26 times a game, turning up the clock, you know, $180, 2 touchdowns. Right. Shoot, that's good defense. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even on the field. But I get what you're saying. They got more to prove.
Their pass defense is bottom half of the league.
Yeah, you know.
I know that could be misleading because Henry take over the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but we'll you know, I'm not just because that defense ain't crappy, but I think Jacksonville will win some of those games.
You
know, you'd be surprised, man. Urban Meyer gonna give you some of them bubble screens and quick that little. He's not gonna be scared to come with almost like a what's my guy that coached in Philly that came from
Chip Kelly.
Yeah, you know, he's not gonna be scared. He's not gonna be scared to break the traditional NFL. You know, he's gonna have some 5 wides on first down.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
I get a lot of 5. You know, a lot of 5 wides or something.
I'm with you. So for our listeners, hey, we agree. I feel like it's a great signing, and it's not just for football. You know, you sign guys for other reasons. You got to fill your roster out. Out.
Right. If you had a business, you own a business, a marketing firm, and you know, of course, you want the best people for your firm, but this guy got other intangibles that's gonna help you. You know what I mean? He might not be the make the most in commissions for whatever, but he's a people person and he's good for the business. So you know, but we saying the same thing. He's gonna be a great asset to them, and you know, he's still in Florida. That's where they were, Jacksonville. You know, so the state of Florida, you stay home, really.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, that's the beautiful thing about that. They stay in their own realm of, you know, I guarantee he don't have to pay for a meal. No way.
He ain't paying for nothing. No crab legs. Shout out to Jameis Winston. No crab legs. No, none of that.
Right.
You're good. But we agree. That's a great signing for us on Stream Champ. We with that. And that's Parlay's second team, y'all. Cowboys first for him. Jacksonville is a distant second.
Yeah, Jacksonville, and I always got a little love for the Vegas Raiders now, but for Jacksonville, it's just that young puppy that's like, oh man, I can groom this puppy right here. You know, I can teach him to stop pissing and stop barking. So Jacksonville gonna have a little bite to him. Watch what I tell you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
they're gonna cover some. They're gonna lose some games, but they're gonna cover some lines. Jacksonville +8. Give me Jacksonville.
I hear you. Well, like I said, we'll see how it goes. Hey, we'll see how it goes for sure.
Yeah.
But we like the signing. Hey, Tim Tebow to Jacksonville, baby. So we going on our gauntlet. What we have next, we almost there, y'all. We promise. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The saga heats up. So that's our title. Aaron Rodgers. We like to say, if you live under a rock, you don't know. But if you know, you know. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are in a stare down. Aaron Rodgers is threatening to not return to the team anymore. He's fed up. They drafted Jordan Love at quarterback a few years ago, and they moved up in the first round to draft him. Then they signed Blake Bortles. I'm sorry, Bortles is some garbage. So he signed him a few days ago. Then they signed an undrafted rookie just the other day. So it's a business. They gotta plan like he's not gonna be here. But at the same time, I feel like they disrespected Aaron all these years. Of course, they had Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones at running back. But before that, they wasn't giving him anything. No talent. They were just like, all right, you one of the GOATs, go out and make everybody better, which he did. He put up numbers. But like Brady always had, like a Tampa, he had a all-pro defense, all-pro coaches, So it's like, okay.
All the top quarterbacks get big support from their team owners, from their GMs.
I'm telling you, Peyton Manning, back when his coach days, he had Adrian James. For our listeners, y'all fans of football, Adrian James was a dog at running back. He had Marvin Harrison. He had this tight end. What's my man? I'm gonna have to look him up real quick. The tight end at
for the Colts.
Yeah. What's my man name? Dallas. What was Dallas Clark? His name was Dallas Clark.
Yeah.
I'm taking it back a little bit, but he had some weapons, and he was with the same offensive coordinator. He was with the same coach for years, and built something. So my take on it is, I think they doing him dirty. I don't think he returning. The Packers, they set themselves back another 3. Actually, they set themselves back another 5-6 years. If this kid Jordan Love don't pan out, that's 10 years you setting yourself back. 10 years.
Definitely. You rolling the dice anytime you take them quarterbacks and make maneuvers to get them early like that. I mean, I'm not going to make excuses for the situation. But one thing that hurt Aaron Rodgers situation compared to some of the other top quarterbacks is playing for Green Bay. There's no team owner. So the team president or it's almost like there's no GM. It's like you got the team president. There's no accountability because the one guy that's making so-called the hardcore decisions, he doesn't have an owner over him to say, you know what, I'm gonna override that, or nah, we're gonna do this in the best interest of because it's as with the Packers, they have like a majority or a lot of the fans have stock ownership in the team, and to a small degree, that one guy, I can't think of his name, he's been with Green Bay with with Brett Favre, and he's been there for some time, but he has a major pull in the front office, and he has no accountability over him as far as worrying about losing his job or a owner overriding, these bogus moves from year to year. They've been disrespecting Aaron Rodgers for 5 years at least now. So the best thing can happen is Aaron Rodgers move on and play another 5-6 years and ball out, and Green Bay fight to make the playoffs from here on out. Minnesota about to take that division, But and that's just, that's the way it go. He's still putting up the numbers. He'll be in the Hall of Fame. However, he has to go to another team to get that. It was almost like what Tom Brady is with New England, but Tom Brady got the rings because he didn't get a whole lot of support. He didn't get a whole lot of support from the front office, as far as, not that they had to, but they didn't really bring a whole lot of great talent with him. So, he got the rings to show for it. But all I'm saying is, when Tom went to Tampa, then he just like exhaled and felt like loved and like getting respect. So when Aaron Rodgers get traded to Denver or wherever he may go, he's going to get the love and the respect and the admiration that he should have been getting in Green Bay, and it's going to make up, for it in a little way for him.
No doubt. It's a wrap. You hit it on the nose. It's a wrap. He's out of Green Bay. The front office guy you're talking about might be Murphy.
I think it starts with an A, but it's our name. No, not Murphy. With Murphy, it's all
not
part
Brian.
of it too.
Do you talking about the general manager, Gutekunst?
Yeah.
Something like that. Something crazy, like you said.
Yeah.
Something I can't even pronounce.
Murphy's part of it too.
Oh yeah, he's part of the bandwagon.
Yeah, them boys is just trying to keep I don't know. They just not making the moves that you were supposed to make for a quarterback of his caliber.
For sure, no doubt. Like you said, that Gutekunst is the general manager. Gutekunst.
Punta what? No, I'm not.
Brian Punta. Brian Gutekunst. They ain't feeling him. He ain't. They beefing. And we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it.
So many more years in this league, so it's time to move on.
I'm telling you, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it street. We're gonna keep it a little gutter for y'all. They beefing right now. The Packers talking about he's our quarterback for years to come and beyond. If he got to retire and sit out and do Andrew Luck or something, he'll do it. He got the money. It's not about the money. He'll retire for a year and he's gonna force you to do something. So he's not gonna play with Green Bay. He's not. Green Bay might be about 4-17 games this year, y'all. 4-13 this year. Without Aaron Rodgers, they not gonna even look close, to a playoff team. So we can count them out. You can count them out. Sorry. For our listeners, my little bro, his name is Aaron. He's a NASCAR fan. We're about to have him on real soon, y'all. NASCAR. He's a NASCAR like savant.
Guru. He's a NASCAR guru.
He's the guru. So we're gonna have him on soon. But he's also a Packers fan, diehard Packers fan. But it's just I just don't see him back in Green Bay. That's
it's like they had a long run. They had Brett Favre and they had an Aaron Rodgers. So they had a long run. Time for Minnesota to take over. Actually, Chicago gonna be the one that's gonna have that division next year.
Now we're talking about.
Now I'm just saying this year, if Aaron don't play, I got Minnesota winning it.
Oh yeah, Kirk Cousins still there. Know him very well, but I'm gonna get your take on this. Is not on our gauntlet, but while you bring up Chicago, Andy Dalton, Mr. the Gun River, Mr. Red River, whatever they call him, Mr. Consistent He's a solid quarterback, but he always finds a way to have a job. They announced he's gonna be the starter. Matt Nagy, the coach. We'll see how long that lasts.
That's a good move. I wouldn't start the youngster coming out the gate.
Justin Fields. You
let Andy Dalton start. Dalton, he's been in this league for numerous years. Mm-hmm. He's a veteran. He's almost like a what's my guy that this football team got? They signed.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, he's like a Fitzpatrick. He's like a Fitzpatrick. Mm-hmm. At this stage of his career, he's like a Fitzpatrick. So he's actually a great backup and a mentor. Mm-hmm. So I would have him play maybe the first, if and the way things will play out, maybe the first 2 to 3 games. You know what I mean? And maybe we 2-1, 1-2. You know what I mean? You would like to be 3-0, but if you're 3-0, you're not going to take Dalton out.
Right.
So I could say 2-1, and I want to just make a switch to just change up the flow, and that'll be the perfect situation for that.
It's old school. It's old school. You know, it's old school. You ain't no rush to start the guy if you don't need to. You know, like this NFL's turning into
you got something good, and you don't have to. Some teams they got to.
Yeah.
Or it's more of a sense of urgency. Sure. I don't remember Deshaun Watson starting right away. I don't think he started right away.
He probably did.
Matt Schaub, or they had a few other dudes.
Matt Schaub. They had some. They had some players in there.
He sat. It was, he sat about maybe 5-6 games, 7 games. I don't remember how many before he actually came in. But like you say, man, you got a franchise quarterback that you haven't. The Bears have never had a franchise quarterback since I can't remember guy go back to like the 50s or the 60s because McMahon wasn't a franchise quarterback.
No,
so you gotta protect him, man. You don't do like Cincinnati did, even though they was in a position where they just had no other choice, but they didn't put nothing around him. But you protect him. You protect him because you thinking long term. You know,
right? For sure. Yeah, I'm with you with that. Hey, you gotta protect him. Let him sit for a year or two, learn the offense, and do it the right way. The fans gonna be pressuring you, but that's why they're not in the positions as general manager, team president, and all of that. You gotta do what's right for the team. But if he start coming out throwing 2 or 3 picks, you know how that goes. So
right. Well, like I said, I give Dalton 2 games. If he's thinking up in the first game, they're not gonna just take him. He'll have to really be doing like some really.
Because Nagy's job is on the line, low key. Matt Nagy, like
you got 17 games. You got 17 games.
The leash is short.
I'm gonna give Dalton 2 games.
Yeah, 2 games. No, for sure. Because the leash is short. Because even though you got 17 games, okay, my job, I gotta feed my family. Okay. They're not gonna say that in the press conference, but they thinking it. That's what got Jay Gruden fired for sticking for doing what he did with the Skins. Yeah. Like, so after like you said, 2 games, okay, at least if Justin Fields come in, let's say he stink it up, right? They're gonna be more willing to let me keep my job because it's a rookie and we drafted this guy number 1 and give him a chance. But I can't keep Andy Dalton in here. The fans, I'm in the newspaper. I'm in the Chicago. I'm telling you, I'm in the Chicago Tribune newspaper. They call for my. I don't even know what it's called. I made it up, but
no, you got
what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
You on it.
I said Tribune, whatever, Booney. But you know what I'm saying? They calling for my job. So I'm with you though. 2 games max. He got to come out. He got to come out balling. He got to come out balling. So
I don't know who the Bears played the first few weeks. I haven't peeped all that, but
let's take a look.
And a lot of it depends on, say Aaron Rodgers don't really, it's evident, say he's not there. Okay, you might say, okay, well, shoot, Green Bay don't have Rodgers. we might give that might buy us another game or two before we really got to bring the youngster in there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You'd be surprised. Aaron Rodgers' presence, it has his value is like a Durant or something. He's that guy. So he's a game changer. He's a game changer.
He's that dude. Nah, for real.
He's a bad man.
Yes, sir.
to take that from my guy Stephen A. I
yes,
love
sir.
you, but I had to bite off your bone on that one. He's a bad man.
Hey, but I tell you what, and we off subject right here. I tell you what he don't have: a squeaky wheel gets the oil. That's the line for you, Rob, right there. That's the line. You know what? We're gonna trademark that, baby.
Yeah.
Forget what you heard.
Put on some t-shirts, but I had the oil dripping.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Dripping. I think it's coming to me. I had the oil dripping.
Don't tell them too much. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna talk off camera.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm ironing some t-shirts now.
Got the Aaron in the back. I see it.
Yes, indeed.
But like you said, I'm just gonna touch on it real quick because we was talking about it. The Bears, their first game was I think at the Rams, September 12th. Rams.
Let Dalton get beat up. So you don't want to put the youngster out there and get his confidence rattled.
I'm telling you.
You put Dalton out there and let him get sick by the wolves.
Yes,
I love you, Dalton. I love you, Dalton. But I'm gonna put you out there and let Donald and the boys. I'll get my guy out there like week 3, week 4 when we playing like the Jets or somebody.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
I'm trying to tell you, hey. Andy Dalton.
You put Andy Dalton out there. It's like Silence of the Lambs. Man, that first week.
Hello,
I'm keeping my new guy on the bench the whole game.
I'm tell you how Hannibal and sound. Hello, Clavice. Hey, you right. Hey, I'm keeping my man on the bench for sure.
I'm telling you.
We'll get you some time. And right. I butchered Eddie Dalton. That's at Red River. That's a Red River rival. That's a college game. But Red Rifle, that's a nickname, y'all. Red Rifle. Because he got that red hair.
Rifle.
Yeah, Red Rifle.
Maybe his first 2 years. Now he like a red cap gun. I mean, he might have been a rifle. He might have been a rifle when he was playing at TCU. But that joker like a pistol. You know what I mean? He like a pistol shooting blanks.
They got the pew pew.
Take nothing from him. He gonna be a good backup, but this I think this is his last. You know what? These guys they like to hold on to some of these guys. He's a smart guy. He might end up coaching. I could really see him coaching once he get out the league because he's a really smart guy. But his football skills have diminished because you got to be able to move around a little bit, and he don't have the strongest arm. So you got to even have, if you're not gonna be able to move around a lot, you got to have a gun. So that's why they used to call him the rifle. He used to have a gun. He used to have a rifle. But like I say, now he got a pistol with no bullets. So it's all good.
Got a pew. Got that water gun. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he got a pistol with no bullets. So it scored about 35 points on Chicago. And that offense ain't gonna be able to. Chicago's offense never can score enough points. That's their problem. That's why they gotta have this young kid out here to run around and create some stuff.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
gotta be able to move around. What is he like 4'4", 40?
You get a defense, something else to worry about, and then people can get open. But if I ain't worried about Andy Dalton running, I can just do all kinds of things with my defense to stop a lot of your route because I want Andy to run. But when you got a kid that that really can run, oh man, that dude can run and get 6 and 7 yards anytime.
For sure.
So you moving the chains. So it's a whole different ball game. So I give Andy Dalton 2 games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll put the kid in and see. I still think it's gonna be a new coaching staff next year in Chicago.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be it's not gonna be it's not gonna be nobody's fault. It's just gonna be like, you know what? Because normally, and I'm gonna touch on this, and I'm gonna let Chicago go because I'm giving the Bear Nation a lot of pub tonight, but
you're giving free game. It's called free game. You're giving free game.
But
I like the under on my shirt too.
But the Bears, damn, I done had a brain freeze. I was going somewhere with that. Poppa. They call me Poppa for a reason because every now and then Poppa get a little brain freeze.
But now you was talking about the Bears. We mentioned the coaching staff might not be there too long.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing me back on it because the car swerved a little bit, and I forgot what street we was on. But
we get it.
But I'm back. But see, Chicago's coaching staff. It's rare that a staff get this much time to mess it up. They drafted Trubisky. They moved up, traded, ransom the house, the boat, everything, and got Trubisky. Then they went and messed that up and went and got Nick Foles to try to cover that up, and they've been trying to. It's like you got a boat that's sinking and you got water coming in here. You just run over there, put a Band-Aid over this, put some duct tape over here. You run over here trying to duct tape this. They in panic mode. So I guarantee you the youngster will play, but I just hope in their effort to save their jobs, they don't ruin his confidence coming into the league. And that's what happens sometimes with these young guys coming in. It happened with your football team.
Dwayne Haskins.
Now Haskins had some issues of his own, but at the same time, he didn't have a coaching staff. It wasn't a smooth, welcoming transition.
It wasn't cohesive. You got a coach who really didn't want to draft you.
It's not like that in Chicago, but in the effort to save his job, he was just doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So but all I'm just saying is the coaching staff with Chicago has had more than enough time to win more games with that defense that they got, and now that defense is starting to get a little older. You almost wasted the opportunity with Mac and that crew. So it's like, look, dude, let me get a new coach in here with this young kid while he's still young. I ain't gonna have you mess his head up. That's why I guarantee you, Chicago really have to do something really good, because if I was the owner, I would be like, well, I like what they're doing this year. They've made a little progress, but with the young guy we got, I want the young guy to have a fresh start with a whole new. While I still got his good defense, I'm gonna bring an offensive guy in. It might even be a college guy. But I'm gonna bring somebody in that's gonna just transform my offense, and that's what Chicago needs, man. They've been playing with a 19, even though they got a lot of formations and they give you some gadgets. Just from a statistics and points, they got a 1980s offense. They scoring 17 points a game. I mean, you can't beat nobody consistently like that in today's game.
That's true. No doubt. Great point. Great points. Touched everything right there. And then you do with it. I mean, like I said, 2 games, Dalton, you better come in there, firing it up, all cylinders, not red rifle. You better be red bullet, something. I don't know, getting it in. Matt Nagy, like we said, is on the hot seat. Quiet as kept, he on the hot seat.
Oh yeah.
And
he got the realtor already looking.
Oh yeah, your job on the line.
The house.
You're not gonna keep the rookie sitting for too long.
Right.
You know, the fans calling for him. It's gonna be a packed stadium this time. You know, last year you can get away with that. No fans talking in your ear. This year,
passionate fans. You got passionate
Chicago,
fans in Chicago.
Soldier Field. Oh yeah,
yes, indeed.
No doubt. They coming for you.
Yeah.
Might have last episode, Mike Tyson. We coming for you. You know, they're coming for you. So, but we just want to touch on that with the Bears because we were talking about Green Bay, same division. We're making it to our last topic, y'all. This was very special for us, for a lot of sports fans. This past weekend, Kobe Bean Bryant, if y'all not familiar, was inducted into the Basketball Hall-of-Fame. Big ups to Kobe. He will be missed. It was a heck of a. His wife Vanessa gave a heck of a speech. That was moving. Michael Jordan presented him, and I'm just gonna touch on. We're gonna talk about Kobe, but I did want to give a shout out to Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett too. The big fundamentals, Tim Duncan, and KG. You know, for getting into the first ballot Hall of Fame. But
KG with the turtleneck.
KG, you know, KG tried to do, he think he fashion, you know what I'm saying? But
that's even with the turtlenecks. I mean, that's my guy. I ain't mean to go there with it, but yeah, that's my guy. But you know, he wear the turtleneck all season.
Yes, sir, all seasons, baby. But
Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
Man.
Yeah, Kobe just no, you're good. Just to touch. We ain't got nowhere really to go with it, but just talking about Kobe and what he meant to the sport, but what he was doing off the court, winning an Oscar, first athlete ever to win an Oscar for short stories. He was writing short stories, kid stories. You know, Kobe just was knew 4 or 5 different languages, spoke it fluently. He was more than just a basketball player. He was a smart brother.
He was just well balanced and I mean just a balanced individual that had experiences. Excuse me. He was a balanced individual that had experiences that none or few of us will have. I think he grew up in Italy.
Yeah, yep, you got it, Italy.
You know what I mean? His dad played basketball. His dad played professional basketball. So just that in itself, it's like, oh wow, that's my dad a professional basketball player. That don't mean you're gonna be this or that, but the experiences he had to live overseas and to learn different cultures and just you can just imagine as a life that balances you on different levels. The success that he had as far as being a son of a professional basketball player, his dad never reached nowhere near the heights as far as stardom and income level that Kobe reached. So it's not like Kobe's dad was LeBron and he already just had, mansion houses. His dad was a professional basketball player, but hard work and effort. But the luxury, he got that, he earned it. But what I'm saying is he was a balanced individual on and off the court. And we learned to love him so much more once he left the game to a degree. Because you can respect somebody and you see the things that they do and the successful ventures and how smart they are off the court. And the thing about it, I hate to say this, and I'm gonna say it like this because it almost goes back to that scenario we had with, I think, the Congresswoman or somebody that says shut up and dribble to LeBron. And when you see these athletes, and we love them so much for their athletic ability, but we limit our thoughts and our thinking of their capabilities because all we see is the sports side of them. When these guys look at Shaq. This dude
Shaq is
on every other commercial.
I can't turn on a TV. I'm going to cut you off without saying Shaq. I see Shaq on everything.
I mean, I can name a dozen athletes, but I love the energy of where these guys are going. It's like, yo, it's a lot more than just leading the league in scoring. You know what I mean? So but Kobe was all that, man, and was just getting started. So not to get too deep with that, but
Kobe, it's a crazy situation. You know, it's when we put the topic in, if we get deep, because it's a deep situation. You know, it's people die every day, loved ones, celebrities, whatever. But it how you say it? It seemed like it seemed a little unreal. But the whole it's just like a movie, the tragic, you know. And I want to stay on the good parts with him and his daughter and everybody. But it just seemed like a movie when you're hearing the helicopter crash. You thinking it's, you know, people was thinking it was a joke. But when I heard it, I'm like, okay, I don't think this is a joke. You know what I'm saying? It just because I knew that his daughter played on he was helped coaching his team out there in California, and that's how he traveled. That's how Kobe traveled on the helicopter. You know, that's right. You know, short distances he didn't drop. They helicopter, and I said, dang, Kobe been doing helicopters for years. That's probably true. So, but just what he brought to the world, you know, athletic ability, but just his drive. They call it Mamba mentality. You know, we try to strive in that even when we do. We call it something else, not to say, okay, we're going to take for Kobe. That's what he called it. But everybody has that in them as far as whatever you do. It don't have to be sports. You go to do a 9 to 5 every day. Whatever you do, you have that drive in you. But Kobe just had that. He had that extra gear that a lot of these athletes, man or women, doesn't have, or they don't bring it out of them. You know.
Right. Well, he want to be a champion on the court and as a dad and as a businessman.
Yeah.
And win in life. You know
Let's talk about that.
Some guys put so much energy just to win the ring and be that champion on the court, but as a person or as a dad or a cousin or whatever you are, you crappy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that brother was a champion in everything he did. You know what I mean? He was a real person. We all make mistakes, but his mistake was put in front of the world. You know what I mean? With the situation in Denver, Colorado, or whatever.
Right.
But he was a real man, and you know, so everybody can respect that on different levels. But you know, I mean, I'm gonna say it like this. You know, Papa been around a long time, and I've seen a lot of different stuff. And I'm gonna say it like this. There's two ways to look at this, because one side of Papa says, man, every time, let's say it like this. It's been many entertainers, athletes, singers. I can go Prince, Michael Jackson. I can go Sam Cooke. I could go with these individuals have died at a young age, and sometimes things have happened where people have done it to themselves with drugs or different stuff. But you know, we've lost a lot of, and I mean, I could go Malcolm and Martin and all that angle too, but we've lost so many great people, not just minds and individuals' minds, but just people. Through accidents or situations. So Papa looking at it two ways. Papa looking at it like, man, either the powers that be in this world that we live in, you know, the powers that be that pull the strings of different stuff, you know, there's a real a negative racial side to seeing blacks or black men strive to continue to finish out what they started, so to speak. And the other side of Papa is saying, man, God is a good God, and I love him and I'll never question him. But God,
yes,
God is taking a lot of black and white. This is not a black and white issue, but he's taking a lot of good people away just in our thinking, because he knows more than we could ever think.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of good people that's gone before their time when they had so much more they could have done and given for themselves and for humanity. So a part of me is like, man, God knows what he's doing, but man, it's a lot of people leaving way too early. And a lot other side of Papa saying, the conspiracy side of Papa saying, man, I don't know what the hell you done to my man Helicopter, but that's another story. So that's just Papa. That's just Papa spitting. Now I'm gonna sit back and chill, but all is good.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. You know, we talk a lot off camera. It's a lot to it. For our listeners, y'all can do your own homework. I'm not gonna sit here and try to persuade y'all. But I'm just gonna say here, I definitely agree with you. And I definitely do agree with a lot of the not even just celebrities, but people in general. In our own lives are taken too soon, and we look at it, and we're God-fearing in here, so we're gonna talk about that, because this is what it is. We're not gonna shy away from it.
Right.
God works in mysterious ways, so
you don't question it. You don't. Yeah.
And I'm not saying you question it, but just let our listeners know, hey, we don't question it. That's life, and it's a cycle, and we've had our close ones that we've lost. They might have been a little older in age than Kobe, but it still was too short, because as humans, we're selfish as humans. We feel, hey, it's not the time yet, but he knows it's a different plan, and Kobe, Kobe will be he will be missed, but
no doubt.
What these young guys can do who come into the league, I know they idolize Steph Curry now, shooting threes, different stuff, but what you can take from Kobe is not just with sports, but in life. Whatever job you have, whatever you're doing, it's just we're outworking the next man or woman. And when I say it's not a competition, but outdoing, actually, I'm gonna put it like this: outworking yourself.
I would say,
outworking yourself. Don't worry about the next man.
Be the best you could be.
Yeah, but if it comes
everything else kind of gonna work. It should work itself out to different levels. You gotta be the best you could be. For yourself and for others, in the way you can be that. Some people can do that more in different ways than others, but you got to be the best you can be for yourself, and that will express out to others through your heart and where your actions at. But again, man, that brother just had in the short time that he lived. That's why I say, when I compare him to some other people, he had he lived he had a whole life in a short period of time. If you can take what I'm saying.
Oh,
you know what I mean? You think you look at his life, and only thing he didn't do was go to college, but he kind of that brother he gone way too soon, but he experienced a whole lot in a little bit of time. When you look at the time frame of his career, that's not a whole lot of time when you look at 60, 70 years of a life. like Bill Russell, God bless him, he's still going strong. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you would wish that Kobe and Michael Jackson and some of these other guys could, Tupac, Biggie, Nipsey. I could just be. We could be here all night. But I'm just saying, you just wish that some of these brothers with the intellectual gift that could really help, move the meter. You wish that they could get that gray hair and keep spitting that wisdom. But it's all good. I'm gonna step off of that.
I totally agree with you. Kobe is a hell of a player. Like you said, just really getting in on, being a father with his daughters.
Oh man!
So it's just
everybody can feel that.
Yeah, you can feel that. We both fathers. You my father, but we both fathers. Of daughters and sons, but your daughters. They hold a special place in your heart.
No doubt.
It's and people say, oh yeah, it's different. You love your kids differently. You love all of them with the same love, but with your daughters, they're young ladies, and we look at it a lot different. So it's just what it is. But like I said, we touched on Kobe here. So we went our gauntlet NFL schedule. Games were released. We talked about Dallas and Tampa week 1. Tampa, New England week 4. Tebow signed for Jacksonville, your second team. Aaron Rodgers. Yes, sir. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, they beefing is what it is. And Kobe induction to the Basketball Hall of Fame. So we went down our gauntlet here, y'all. So it's we on camera tonight, y'all. So we doing a little different than y'all, giving y'all a little flavor. We're gonna be on the YouTube. As you can see on the screen here, we're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify.
I done moved around so much. I done moved. My bad. I forgot because I done.
No, don't worry about that.
Around a few times. You gotta forgive me on that.
No, don't worry about that. We real here. That's what we do. So ain't no worries. We Tony and Poppa Parlay. We
all
give
day,
it
all day. Let me all day.
Yes, sir. You see the Cowboys in the back. I ain't got no skins in the back, but you see the Cowboys right there. So you know what we talking about.
It's all good.
Yes, sir. So you know what we talking about. So y'all can find us on Apple Podcasts on the screen here at the bottom, Spotify. We'll be on YouTube and Instagram at streamchamps. So y'all can check us out. We're always posting, and we try to get an episode per week. Keep supporting us, y'all. I appreciate y'all listeners who've been listening with us. We just getting started here, y'all. We father and son, and we're not just sports. We real. We talk off air all the time. We text, whatever. And we give it to y'all straight. We'll be talking about other topics soon. We're more than just sports, but we have a bond on sports, but we have a bond on life as well. So just want to let y'all know where y'all can find us at. So
yes, sir. We all got multiple things in common, whether we believe it or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, so if you good, if you anything else you want to, hey, I'm good. Hey, if you want to, what you got for us?
I just say let's get ready for the NBA playoffs.
Yes,
next
sir.
podcast.
We got
it. We're gonna spit a little bit of NBA. Man, we could have touched on that tonight, but I think we're gonna come back at you real. We're gonna have to come right back with an NBA playoff special. We're gonna come an NBA playoff special because I got some Westbrook. I got some things to get off my chest. So I'm gonna scratch my chest and just hold it right now. But I got some NBA info to put out there. So we're gonna have to do a playoff preview podcast. and that'll be cool. So I'm gonna pump my break. I'm gonna pump my brakes, and I'm gonna let you take us on out.
No, you're good. We definitely we held off on that just because we got the playing tournament coming, so we're gonna see how everything shake out. And
right.
Like you said, we're gonna hit that because that's we got some great matchups. So I'm not even gonna dive into that because we gonna hit that because it's that's gonna be a podcast for itself right there. The next one really. So we're gonna give y'all something there.
Sounds good, man.
Yes, sir. So it's been real, y'all. We on air, we on camera, y'all. So y'all seen our face, but put the face to the picture. So we're gonna bring y'all more of this, y'all. So it's been real. It's your host Tony
and your Poppa Parlay, Master Barber, Mr. T.
Yes,
we
sir.
out.
We out, baby. Yes, sir.